might remember William Tell Archery, and I've got an upgrade for one of their bows. They sent me a stock kit, and it's adjustable stock kit. I wanted to share that with you guys. I'm going to bring you guys over so you can see the install, how hard it is, and we're going to go shoot it and see if that changes anything. All right, I've got William Tell's mini striker here, and I've already shown this on the channel before. It shoots like a like you would shoot a pistol. This is a crossbow, and unfortunately YouTube thinks crossbows are firearms for some reason, and it is not a firearm. It is a crossbow. There is no registration for this whatsoever, and that also goes with muzzleloaders as well. Muzzleloaders are not firearms. They're not classified as such. They're in a whole nother category all their own. There's no registration for those. So I want to specify that right away, because they'll mark it as whatever they want to mark it, and you can't argue with them. So isn't that just ridiculous? So I like these because this one is a magazine fed, and a lot of people will say, hey, where is it? So this is your lift here. This holds it all down, and you just load and stack. And I like these because you can use broadheads of this shape and style, and these are razor sharp. These are the ones I used this in a video going through body armor, and this one will actually shoot through body armor. So it's kind of cool to know that you have something with that capability that you can stow away somewhere. And they're also nice for tucking away in bug out bags, which I've already tucked away quite a few crossbows in my bug out bag kits. I get things and it starts to accumulate, and I have nowhere to put some of this stuff. So I just take a bug out bag and I just start filling it up. So a lot of the stuff that I do, I usually end up with these in different bags. So this will end up in another bag after this is over. This is the stock kit. Simple, just this basic stock like you would get for just about anything. These are common with like air pistols and stuff like that. It's very common to get one of these. And then this looks like the plate for installing it, and then this is your frame. This is the frame that goes around here. Looks like they've given me extended screws, so it looks like I'm going to be taking out my old screws and just replacing them. Hopefully I've got the right Allen key for that while I'm here. Let's make sure real quick. Yep, that's the right one. So let's go ahead and get started. You're just going to take out, you flip it over and you're going to take these out. They don't have to be here. Go ahead and get this guy out of the way. Easy peasy. See, this is a little bit, it's a little bit shorter, it looks like. Flip it. You've only got 3 to remove, so it's not that big of a deal. That one out of the way. That one's really tiny. And then you've got this one here. And none of this stuff will go anywhere when you take the screws out. I've done this so many times with so many of these. This just slips over the back. It's right over the top, just like that. Let me turn it around so you can see. Make sure I'm still lined up here. There we go. Go ahead and put in my new fastener. And go ahead and start getting this one fixed. I'll tighten that up here in a minute. I just want to keep it loose for now, in case it wants to do a little wiggle on me. Can't have all that. Start getting that one fed in there. Just leave that one loose. I'll tighten it up, and I'm done. So you can see a little bit better. I'll turn it on this side. These will just replace your factory screws, so you can switch it over. And you'll hardly even notice the difference. Actually, just adding this piece right here gives it a lot better look, honestly. All right. You have to excuse if this thing's got dust on it or something. It's been hanging right there. You guys watch the channel, you see this stuff hanging there all the time. This one I knew this bow right here was going to end up in another video. I just had that feeling. So I left it hanging right here because I knew somebody was going to make me grab it. And it's kind of like some of the other bows that I show. I leave them on standby for a reason, because I know there's going to be an upgrade for them at some point. So I have to be ready for that. I don't like keeping them too far away. So these will come out. These little things here. And that makes it where you can remove this whenever you need to take it off. You don't want it on there. But I'm assuming it would go... Let's just play the game of how does it go together. Looks like it goes together like that, because you're going to want to have room. I think it might, maybe it's like that. Yeah, that looks more legit. I might have kind of had that wrong the first time, because you got to have room for this. That's your cocking mechanism to load. You want to make sure you have room for that. I like that that's all smooth, so you're not going to be snagging on anything when you're loading it. See, that's fairly easy to install. And you're done with that part. And that's the key feature there. See, it's nice and smooth. So you'll be able to rack it just fine. Now, let's go ahead and get this guy in place. Turn this around. We're going to want to put this collar on. Let's go ahead and extend that. There's no need to take this off for this. I'm just going to twist it until I get it where I want it. And it doesn't, you don't have to pinch or pin these down. It's, like I said, it's not a firearm. It's just a freaking crossbow. Looks like that's as far as that goes right there. So let's go ahead and come out right about here. But we do want to tighten this up, because you don't want to make sure it's straight. You can do it by line of sight. Do it right about there. You can almost tighten that without having a wrench. So, I mean, honestly, you really don't even need a wrench, but I'm going to go ahead and grab one. Let's go ahead and put a wrench on it. Hopefully I don't move it around too much. I'm not putting it in a vise or anything. I'm just needs to get pinched down just a little bit. That should be straight enough. It's a little crooked. Don't want it crooked. Break it loose again. I'll get it straight in a minute. I'm just very particular. I don't like, oops. I don't like it when stuff's a little off. There we go. That's better. That looks a lot better. Let's put that over here. Bring that in. And there you go. Now that is cool. Back up so you can see it in the light. It's pretty cool. Now, for sights, I use all kinds of weird stuff for sights. Sometimes I throw in just old red dots and whatever else just to have something on there. I mean, you could slap something this big on there. You can put a laser on it, you know, off to the side. Get all kinds of crazy. Sometimes I like doing stuff like this. That one still work? Yep, that's still on. So make sure that's the right Allen key. Go ahead and put that on. I think I've got just a regular red dot instead of using that big thing. Got a whole drawer full of those, let me tell you. I could get all kinds of silly with this stuff. There we go. How about that? You're like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's weird. Don't be weird. Don't do that. What do I got in here? It's that's not the one that's in this one. I think it's something else. Yeah, there we go. What have I got here? I don't know if I want to put that one on. I know I got one on in here that's got like just something simple. I might just I got just the thing for this. Gosh, we've got so many of these, it's really hard to keep up. Like a whole crazy drawer full of these things. Let's try this guy here. I'm gonna take that off. I like playing with these things. Like, man, what am I gonna put on here today? Let's get crazy. It's like, how crazy you want to get? It reminds me of that Batman movie. Oh man, that's the best. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. All right. Let's get nuts. Let's get real nuts. Is that about where it needs to be? Looks like it. I still got my battery hooked up to this. I have to give that a cheek press to real quick to see if that's where I want it. Oh yeah. Yeah, that looks great. Heck yeah. That's pretty cool. That is redonkulous. But it's cool. Let's take it a step further. I don't think that's all I want to do to this. I think I want to be even sillier. I just want to get freaking bananas. I'm not going nuts. I'm going bananas. Let's go ahead. Let's go full on. And it's like tropical thunder, man. You gotta go tropical thunder with this. Get crazy with it. Let's get tropical thunder. Is that even gonna fit? I think that's in the way of it, isn't it? I think that's in the way of it. Dang it! Why does that have to be in the way? That would have been hilarious. I know what to do. I know just the thing. Check this out. We got just the thing to do here. Well, how about those Raiders? Oh man. Hey, if I could just get the Allen key in there. I swear I haven't been hitting the sauce or nothing. Alright. Get out of here. Come here. Tropical thunder. We're doing this. We're going live. We are going live. Yeah, there we go. Now, come here, you. We're going tropical thunder. That's right. We're going loco, bro. That's right. That's how you do it right there. Now, that just looks straight bananas. That's how I'm going to do this. Now, let's move this out of the way real quick. I saw a bunch of junk there. Get out of the way. Allen keys over here. Now, how this thing looks when you load this thing up, you just raise this guy up and you just drop them in. You just drop them in just like that. Now, probably set this thing up. No, you don't put them. I know you're thinking about that freaking string there. It'll come around once it comes around. Just do that. They go just like that. And you got to just keep stacking them. You just stack them in there. It does its thing. It's got little grooves right there. I know you guys are like, what? It's like you could just stack them all in there. You don't even have to. You could just hold that up. Just stack them all in. You load every one of them in there. How many have I got so far? Was that 4 or 5? I got 5. Let's go ahead and put 6. Yeah, it'll take 6. Now that's cool, right? Now just, you know, FYI, you know, these things hold 6. So you can put 6 in there. I got one that's got a loose. That one's got a loose, that's all right. But that's how that looks right there. That's loaded for bear right there. You got 6 in there. Ready to rock. All right, we got to take this out back, and we got to freaking, we got to hit the target a couple of times. And just give my FYI, like, hey, what I feel about this. So let's go check it out. Let's give it a whirl. I kind of like it. Adjust it out a little bit more. There we go. That wind is something else today. Now, another thing you can do, you can pre-rack this. Drop it in if you want. There. It's all right. It's a work in progress. Still don't like how these things here, I always end up with the thing loose. But that happens with the other ones that I have that are like this. Just a matter of time before they end up like that. You just keep using them till they reach that point. I don't think I have another one. That's the last one for that. All right, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Pretty silly piece of equipment. I'll take you over here and show you my shot thing. I was a little off. Of course, I didn't sight this in before, but that's all good. That's what we do. I just slapped it on and I said, hey, let's go shoot. So I was aiming at this bottom one here, and that's where I was. But I guess that's pretty good for not sighting it in. I just slapped it on. I don't know what I'll permanently leave on this thing, but that is a pretty interesting setup. It is. Cool baits. All right, go check it out. I'll have a link in the drop down. God bless, take care, and stay safe.